sister phoned home and told his father, "We have your son, and he's going to be fine." After the war, Dad returned to the farmhouse in Ouistreham to thank the young woman and the farmer, but sadly the farmer had been killed. The Germans had discovered that he was in the Mackey, searched the house, interrogated him, and then shot him for helping the Allies. As for the crew who had parachuted to safety on D-Day, they all survived, but the pilot, Canadian pilot Officer Carpenter, was killed on his very next sortie.
Thank you both. We join in singing "Dear Lord and Father of Mankind." It's 485.
It is worth pausing to think about the scale of sacrifice that was made. The official number of British service personnel who died in World War II is 384,000, together with 70,000 civilians. It's not possible to establish how many were from Perth and Kinross, but it is possible to give a feel for more local numbers. For instance, between October 1942 and Victory in Europe Day, 8th of May 1945, the 51st Highland Division, which included 3 battalions of the Black Watch, and from other Highland regiments, fought in the Western Desert, in Sicily, and then from Normandy through to Germany. During this time, the division had 17,157 officers and soldiers killed, wounded, or missing in action, of whom 4,668 were from those 3 Black Watch battalions. Similar sacrifices were being made in the air and at sea by servicemen and women from Perth and Kinross right up until the last day of the war.
This recollection, which was given in 1980, comes from Corporal Andrew Dow, who was stationed near Bremerhaven in Germany with D Company, 5th Battalion, the Black Watch, and about to watch a film at a mobile cinema unit when the end of the war was announced. Pandemonium broke loose, and we all shook hands with one another, slapped each other on the back, etc. I remember turning to Andy Reid and Sergeant Potts and saying, "We've made it, mates." Gone was the thought of my impending leave. I was so happy that I'm afraid I shed a tear, not because of our victory, but on behalf of all the good friends I had made who never lived to see this day. Had it all been worth it? So many lives lost, so many people maimed, so many people made homeless. Looking back on it from this period 35 years later, I can only say that it must have been. At least I have had freedom of speech, freedom of practicing what religion I preferred, freedom to move freely within my own country, and freedom from any form of oppression. Yes, it has been worth it, but I sincerely hope that never again will the world be plunged into a similar conflict. Dow was born in Cowdenbeath in 1920 and worked at the Moss Side Colliery when he joined the army in August 1939. He joined the 7th Battalion, the Black Watch, and fought in the Battle of El Alamein, later missing the invasion of Sicily when he was hospitalized with malaria. He departed for Normandy 7 days after D-Day and was transferred to the 5th Battalion, the Black Watch, on arrival. Dow continued to serve in D Company of the 5th Battalion throughout the campaign in Northwest Europe and was discharged after the Second World War ended.
Thank you to all those who took part in sharing these reflections. And now, let us all stand.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. home, tell them of us and say, for their tomorrow we gave our today.
In 1939, a smaller country was invaded by a larger, more powerful country. We've seen a similar thing happen in this decade. And 6 centuries before Christ, we have a situation where a large neighboring country invaded a smaller country. And in the first reading, Jeremiah in the book of Lamentations tells us how he had hope in the midst of trouble. Provost.
I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him.